And we should be live. Good evening, everyone. There is 45 people watching. That is absolutely insane. The chat is going mad tonight. So, good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday evening. We are here to talk about Train Sim World 6. Who is excited for Train Sim World 6? Because I certainly am. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, isn't it? So. Good evening, everyone. There's a lot of new names in the chat. My name is Richie, and before we jump into it, shall we just check my audios first off, and then talk about Train Sim World 6? I think we should. So let's get into it. First off, I'm just going to check my audios, and I'll be right with you. Seems to be all good to me. Right then, so tonight we're going to play a couple of routes. I'm going to go till around about 11 o'clock-ish. A bit later than what I'd normally be doing. But, you know, we're talking about Train Sim World 6, so we're going to be talking about all sorts of exciting things. So I'm thinking tonight of doing a quick run on Great Western Express to celebrate the Riviera line. I'm so glad I'm able to say this to you now. It's going to be really, really cool. But yeah, we're going to do a run on the Great Western Express. We are then going to do a run on the New York Trenton route, which is obviously going to be shared with Morristown line. And then we're going to drive Naverka Dresden in no particular order, so we'll do one of those. But yeah, it's exciting. So if you've missed Dovetail Direct, then I'll show you what you get with Train Sim World 6. So let's load up the first image. So standard edition, obviously this comes out 30th of September, just a big shout out. But standard edition costs £44.99. I believe there is a 10% discount on Steam and I think on console. I'm not too sure. I'll have to double check. But with that, you get the training centre, the Morristown line, Leipzig Dresden, Riviera line, and then obviously the Naverka Dresden, which is compatible with Leipzig Dresden. A really, in my opinion, a fairly strong bunch of routes. I mean, when I initially found out about Leipzig Dresden, I was a little bit like, I'm not sure how I feel about that. And then I played it and I enjoyed it. So yeah, it's good. Riviera line, come on, everyone's been wanting that. As soon as they said that they had the GWR license, they were like, yes, can I have the Riviera line, please? So yes, that's coming. And obviously then we've got the Morristown line, which is actually a really strong contender for the American route. If we then go on to the, let me just get rid of that, go on to the deluxe edition. This is a little bit extra. It's £64.99. I've seen a few comments on my Discord server saying that this is really expensive. Last year it was £60. And we had only 2 loco DLCs in Cajon Pass. So, I mean, you need to consider that this year you're getting 3 loco DLCs and you're also getting free deluxe loco DLCs and free routes. So with this, you get the Morristown line, Leipzig Dresden, Riviera line, Naverka Dresden, the ARP 45DP, the Cross Country Voyager. Oh, here we go, Cross Country Voyager. This is gonna be exciting. Yeah, the Voyager finally in Train Sim World. I tell you what, when I found this out at Dovetail, it was so hard. My excitement for this, I was like, come on now, you're pulling my leg here. We're not getting a Voyager, surely. And we are. And I've seen it. And it looks absolutely spectacular. I cannot express how good they look. They really, really do. And I'm looking forward to you seeing the preview stream because honestly, the Voyagers are sick. They are. And then obviously you got the DVBR 294. I'm not overly fussed about, but loads of people in the chat were saying I want a V90 and stuff like that. So yeah. So did you expect the unexpected? That's the all important question. Next up, we've got the special edition, which is all the deluxe and core stuff, plus 5 extra routes, which is MBTA, Boston Muster, the Mannheim Kaiserslautern route, the Cardiff City Network, the Semmeringbahn, and the Zwolle Groningen route. So it's kind of like got an international theme because obviously there was quite a few things that were announced in Take a Ticket, weren't there? With regards to new countries, we're obviously also getting. Hold on. We're also getting, a Czech route, a Portuguese route. They look really, really exciting. The main one from Take a Ticket I'm most looking forward to is the Birmingham to Crewe route from All Aboard, and I'm excited for this, and I've spoken a little bit to one of the devs, and they've said they're really excited for it as well. It's going to be a good reaction, I think. I expected none of what was shared. Yeah, you were saying that it was going to be East Coast Mainline. How wrong you were. So, yeah, it's a bit later tonight. I do need to quickly run and get some tissue because this is very, what do you call this, last minute. Because I've been on the North Yorkshire Moors all day with Train Simulator Driver and Casual Rail. And I was watching the Dovetail Direct on the way back on my TVE. So it's, it was all good. You can't wait for the Portuguese route. You're tempted by a special edition. It's a good bundle. One thing I'm just going to reiterate with these bundles, by the way. This one especially, right? Individually, if you was to buy every single one of these routes individually, right? Let's say 30 quid for a base route, so that's 30. Hold on. So there's 90 in the core, and then another 5 routes. That is around about £240 worth of DLC. Plus you've got your loco DLCs. In fact, there's 10 routes in this. I mean, I'm not going to count the Naverka Dresden, so we'll just say 9 for now. And then 3 loco DLCs, that's an extra 40 quid, I'm going to say. So around about 320 quid's worth of stuff you get for 100 quid. What a saving. What a saving. You can't wait for the Portuguese route. You're doing a run between Carlisle. Doing a run between Carlisle and Crewe will be interesting. Yes, so theoretically now we can go from Birmingham all the way up to Carlisle on the West Coast Main Line. How crazy is that? That's pretty nuts in my opinion. So let me go off that. So, what should we drive first? I'm going to put in the chat. What should we drive first? The chat might go mad here. What should we drive first? Right. Out of Great Western Express, Navarca, Dresden, and New York Trenton. So basically, say UK, US, or Germany. Whilst you do that, I'm going to very quickly get some tissue. So I'll be right back. Right then, I am back. Apologies, I had to go sort my leg out as well because I bashed my knee before I started streaming, so I actually cut it a little bit. But oh well. Right, let's do some stuff. Let's jump into a route, and I think the general consensus is UK. A lot of UK, yeah, everyone's saying UK. Of course, everyone's saying UK. Fine then. Should we do a HST run? I think we should, because I think that's fitting. I think we should also do a Plymouth service, because eventually we will be able to go to Plymouth. So I think we're going to do that, because as far as I'm aware, the HSTs are going to be in the route. 220 looks amazing. No, 221 is annoying. No, it's because the 220 and 221, I know they're similar in pretty much most instances, but they are fundamentally separate trains. So the different features would take a bit of time. You've got to also think they've fully reworked the 150 as well. If I get special edition, I'll have to wait to get money next year. Let me get the lights on. I'll tell you what I haven't done. I haven't said hello to everyone in the chat, so I'll make sure to go and say some names. Hold on. So we've got British Rail fan Thomas, Scotland Balls, Bertie Worth, Ben, Jambo, Elijah, Gaming Junction, North Atlantic Aviation, Joshy, Seb. Double Rail. You know what, there's far too many people. Welcome everyone. There is so many people in tonight. Thank you very much everyone for coming in and showing your support. I really hope you lot are excited for this, because I'm excited, as you can imagine. Let me just go over to here. We've also just had a new subscriber, so welcome aboard to the new person that is just subscribed. If you are new here, by the way, my name is Richie. I am one of the Dovetail ambassadors, one of the fantastic members of the team that do ambassador content. And yeah, obviously I got informed about this a couple of days ago, and I've been very excited about it ever since. Hey Gaming Junction, how you doing? How you doing, Sam? Hope you're doing well. Will you be able to buy the Voyager as a separate loco if you don't want to buy the Deluxe? I would assume yes. How it's worked previously, it's how it's going to work in future. I would not be surprised if you're able to buy it separately. As far as I'm aware, I don't think there's any regional editions. I'm not too sure. I can't quite remember. Sorry, I'm just drinking a cup of tea. As I said earlier, all the boards started fantastically with me being 65 quid out of pocket. Yep, it's going to be a good route, I can tell you now. You're looking forward to the Crew to Birmingham route? Just wish it was a 2025 timetable. Maybe it could be updated down the line. Hold that thought. That's all I'm going to say. Hold that thought. You're excited for Train Sim World 6? Yes. I'm doing good. Yes, I'm doing good, thank you, Gaming Junction. Very last minute stream for sure. Tintin got a picture with Mr. Matt Pedalston and Harriet. Yes, I got a few pictures. I've got a fair few pictures. I mean, so did I actually. Have you not seen my community post? If I buy the special edition, will I have to wait till release to get Train Sim World 5 content out of it? That's a good question. I'll find out. I think I know what you're getting at there. I'm pretty sure the early access grants you early access to the new stuff, whereas your oh, can we have in-game audio, please? Is that not? Can you not hear the game audio? Can you not hear the game audio, by the way? If you can't, please let me know. I think I can hear it my side. Bear with me a second. Well, that's not going to be helpful, is it? Hold on, bear with me. It might just be because it's quiet. Hold on, let me go to the outside and hopefully you can hear it. You can hear it, cool. Follower Kieran, how you doing? Oh, are you the Kieran? If you know, you know. Jamie, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. The official Train Sim World chat channel is there. Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you doing? It's an exciting day, isn't it? It's an exciting day for Train Sim World. I'm very excited for what's coming. Game audio is a little bit quiet. It's probably because the HST is so well insulated, I guess. It is a bit quiet. Normally if you open a window, it is... that's a door. You can't open the windows in the HST, can you? Or can you? Am I just being stupid? Who's looking forward to Train Sim World 6? Me! Would you transfer... will all the routes from Train Sim World 5 transfer to Train Sim World 6? Yes. Jamie, you might be able to help me out with this, actually. So, is it the same deal with... Do you know, with, like, early access? In previous years, the, like, compatible collection isn't available to download until the actual release day, not the early access release day. Is that right? So, like, you can play all the new stuff from the 25th, but then all the compatible stuff will automatically come across on the 30th. Is that how it works? If you can clear that up, because I'm not actually too sure. Hello, Richie. Do you get 10% off on PS4, or is it on just Steam? Again, that's another question for Jamie in the chat. I would imagine. I have seen that 10% off is on the is on Steam. I'm not too sure on PlayStation. In fact, I will find out for you. I'll find out for you if it's on PlayStation, because I can have a look on the little on the PlayStation website, PlayStation Store. Please don't send me to the thingy. That's fine. Train Sim World the 6. Oh, it's all there. Oh, beautiful. Yes, 10% off on PlayStation if you've got PlayStation Plus. There you go. 10%, that's good. 58 quid. It's cheaper than what it was last year. I have a feeling, yes, it will be the same. Let me double check. Okay, thank you. When do you get access to that, for example, Cardiff? Cardiff will be... like, I think Jamie's just going to confirm now. Do you have any ideas what layers are on the Riviera line? As far as I'm aware, it's obviously you've got the 802, the 802, the 150, the 166, and the HST layer onto it. Obviously the Voyager. I believe there's some rail tours. From what I remember, there's AI steam rail tours representing the Dartmouth Railway, and I think there's a couple of like Jubilee and diesel rail tours mixed in as well. Good evening, Joseph. How are you doing? Dovetail confirmed that the cross-country Voyager will not layer into the Birmingham Cross City line, unfortunately, but you'll be able to spawn it in on free roam. Okay, that's... yeah, I mean, if it's the original Birmingham Cross City, no, it won't do, because none of the Pendolinos or anything like that are in the original. I don't know whether about the 170 timetable. I will ask about that and confirm, because I would imagine the 170 timetable for Birmingham Cross City would, possibly. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't actually know. You've got Train Sim 6 for 10% off. Nice. Can you pre-order the game? Yes, the pre-orders are live now. When will we see the next JT route this week, do you reckon? To be fair, JT have gone through like a whole... Their release schedule is usually like November of each year, so I would imagine we'll hear something closer to then. Are you doing great, Eastern Mainline spots? Hope you're doing well. Cross Country Voyager will layer onto Manchester Airport Commuter. I don't know whether it does or not. Why do I have to get PlayStation Plus to get a discount to pre-order Train Sim World 6? I don't know. It's always been like that. Any loyalty discounts are usually through PlayStation Plus. I believe it's to do with PlayStation Plus. I think that recognises what you own. I don't know. I actually don't know the feasibilities of that. But PlayStation Plus is only £6 a month anyway, so theoretically the £6 that you'd be paying for, the £6 you'd pay for PlayStation Plus, you'd save more by getting it, because 10% off's around about £7, I think, something like that. Anyway, I don't want deluxe. Is there a regional edition? Again, I'll find out for you. You're pre-ordering this Friday. Nice one. You're actually least excited for the Voyager and Riviera line. I'm not surprised, because you're obviously... Oh, bear with me a second. Sorry about that, peeps. I have a cup of tea with a tea bag that's split, so I've just swallowed a ton of tea bag bits. And yeah, hold on, I'm back. You're least excited for the Voyager and the Riviera line. You love that you love the Morristown line and the Dresden extension. I really like the look of that. I think it's going to be good. Hello, Bob's Railway Madness. Hope you're doing well. What else have we got? Good evening, Pete. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. You're going to wait until December so I can, but even though I use the Exeter to Plymouth line, I haven't really played much because of Train Sim World 5. Joseph, what I will say to you is claim the free starter pack. Claim the free starter pack, because, yeah, seriously, yeah, if you lose out on the free starter pack, you know, at least if you've got it, haven't you? Doing good. The Riviera line looks fantastic. You're really impressed by it. I've been waiting for the Voyager ever since I started playing Train Sim World. You're really looking forward to sharing more details on All Aboard content soon. Yes, so follow Ricky in there. He's obviously one of the members at All Aboard. It's exciting. I can't wait. It's 40 quid for standard. No regional editions, but you can get the free starter pack and then get the routes and locos as you want. There you go. So you can buy them separately. You have a question for me. Hit me with it. What are your thoughts on the Voyager? The Voyager looks good. It looks good. I can't wait for it. Right. So the thing is with the Voyagers, it's a bit of a running joke on the channel that I actually don't like Voyagers in real life, but I don't mind them. They're great to look at, but to actually commute on one's a bit of a different thing. But in game, to drive them, absolutely can't go wrong with it at all. Where is the Riviera line to and from? It's from Exeter to Plymouth and Paignton. Voyager does look fun to drive though, definitely full throttle in it on Castle Würzburg. Oh, good shout. Will the cross-country Voyager be a separate DLC if we don't want to get the if you don't want to get the deluxe or special, yes, it'll be a separate purchase. It'll be like as it always has been. I calculated the conversions between pounds, dollars, and euros. It's nearly £10 cheaper to buy the game in dollars and euros than it is in pounds. That's weird. I'm not too sure why that would be the case. Can I get the Voyager in the Birmingham to Crewe line and the Cross City line? No, you have to buy it separately, but yes, if you do buy it, I believe it layers onto Birmingham Crewe. Kieran, can you confirm that? Or I don't know whether you can or not. Got 70 people watching. Hello to all 70 of you. You could crush a grape. You love Devon. Yeah, it's the best bit as well. It's the Dawlish seawall. Out of the DLC, new DLC, I can't wait to play the. You can't wait to play the Just Trains route, the Morristown route, and the West Coast Mainline route. Looking forward to the Riviera line and the Leipzig one. Looking forward to seeing what layers onto the Riviera and what routes the Class 220 will layer onto. As soon as I get the PS5 and it releases, I'm going to get the free starter pack and then the Riviera line, and then work on my collection from there. Good shout. When Train Sim 6 comes out, will my DLC trains go from Train Sim 5 to Train Sim 6? Yes. You'll just have to re-download them. Will the voyages be packed? I'd like to hope so, yeah. They would be in real life. Hi Richie, I don't know if Dovetail has cleared... What? I don't know if Dovetail has cleared to say this, but are the announcements good on the New Jersey transit route? I don't know if you can say that. I actually don't know whether... I can't confirm nor deny on that one, because I don't actually... I don't know. I don't actually know. I would imagine they're on there, because well, they would definitely... They wouldn't announce something and put it to a route. So yeah, I'd imagine they're on there, but I don't know what they sound like. Good that we're getting the Paynton branch. Hello Jaden, how you doing? It's the same as last year, where the content will be downloadable in release, not on early access. Okay, there you go. So there is the confirmation there. So your compatible content will be downloadable to Train Sim World 6, which I believe some of the new features do apply to all the routes. I can't remember which ones though. I'll have to find out. There is a couple of the features that do port back because they're just a core thing and it just works. So yeah. Oh, there's a shed over there. So yes, if you get Train Sim World, 6 free starter pack or whatever you want to get, and you've got the the early access, then you will be able to get all your routes on the actual full release date on the 30th. How much will the Exeter to Plymouth line be on its own? Standard route price of 30 quid. 70 people. Is this? Do you know what? Surprisingly, this isn't a record. It's up there, but it's not a record. I think the record's like 122 or something like that. You can't confirm layer information at the moment, but keep an eye out. That's all I'll say. Yes, there you go. So hopefully, when we get some more information, I believe I think they mentioned this in the direct. It's the first DLC coming out after Train Sim World 6. So I'm hoping it doesn't release in the first 2 weeks of October, because I'm on holiday then in Lanzarote, and I'll be very upset if I can't play it then, because I want to be first on it. But you know, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be good. So if I buy the special edition now, I'll have to wait to play Cardiff. No, because you can play. Yes, that's right. Yeah, because you're going to be buying it for. That's a funny one. Yeah, because it doesn't actually unlock until the 25th. So theoretically, although it's a past route, you're getting you're pre-ordering the Train Sim World 6 version of it. 69 people, nice. 84 now. Hope they extend West Coast Main Line to New Street. How you doing, Joshua Cucumbers? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Will I have to repay for my train routes in Train Sim World 6, even though I already bought them in Train Sim World 5? No. I must stress, and they also say this a lot, you do not have to repurchase any of your old compatible DLC. Anything that you already own, you then will keep and it will transfer across to Train Sim World 6, but you just have to re-download it. Not repurchase it, re-download it. That is a big thing to stress. You do not have to rebuy anything whatsoever. The only thing you have to pay for is the new routes if you want them. I believe the North East Corridor, New York to Trenton and New York to Stamford, as it releases, will have the full range of tracks from the old NEC route. I think it does, you know. I think it does. I really hope the layers are good for Leipzig Dresden, as a lot haven't been mentioned yet. It will be a lot. It will be the same ones from Nürnberg Dresden plus all sorts of additional ones. Personally, the Riviera line wouldn't have been my first choice, but it's still a good one, I guess. What would have been your first choice? It's always interesting to find out what people would have liked to have seen. Sorry I'm late, no worries. I live in Exeter. I'm really excited for the Riviera line, and I swear I'm buying it straight away. I was busy self-isolating to hype for Train Sim World 6. Voyages are always rammed. The Voyages are always rammed, overcrowded and packed. Yeah, that's the beauty of a Voyager. What happened to the Great Western revamp? It's still coming. You've got to bear in mind, and I'm going to stress this as well, I've got 91 people watching as well. That's insane. Can we hit 100 people watching? Because that would be pretty sick. Yeah, so with like Great Western Express Remaster and like Kolnak and Update and stuff like that came out last year, they're personal projects. So the people that are working on them are actually, you know, going to be working on main stuff, and they work on that as and when they can. It's like a side project, so they just naturally take a bit longer, but it's still coming. Can you do a 4-line run from Leipzig to Riesa? You can do a 4-line run from Leipzig to Dresden via Riesa if you want to. What's cool is that I predicted the Riviera line. I think a few people were talking about that once they announced that they had the Great Western Railway licence back. What train are you looking forward to most driving Train Sim World 6? The Voyagers. I really am looking forward to that. I understand no regional edition. Will there be a Voyager DLC on its own? Yes. Yes, so the core routes and the core loco DLCs will be available as separate purchases. Your PC is running smoothly. I'd like to hope so. Do you have a bingo card tonight? No, not at all. My first choice would have been the Great Eastern Main Line or the East Coast Main Line South. I wish the Great Western Express Remaster was going to come out with the base game. I can imagine it's not too far away. What's your opinion on the Grand Central to Stamford route? When they mentioned that, I was quite excited because it means we're actually getting some more US content, and I know that, if I'm honest, US content's been a bit not my cup of tea. So we're finally getting some stuff. Also, it means that we're also getting MTA as well, which is quite good. You've just pre-ordered, nice. There used to be a holiday park the other side of the river between Teignmouth. Is it Teignmouth or Teignmouth and Newton Abbot that I used to go on every single year. I think most predicted we would get something on GWR, whether that's a core route or not. How do you feel about them releasing New York to Stamford as Take a Ticket? It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. Full route between London, Paddington and Penzance via Newbury, you'd love to see. How long is Crewe to Preston? That's a good question. I think it's about 100 miles, isn't it? It's a long route. That one's going to be a bit more interesting though, because it's yeah, that's going to be like via Warrington and Wigan and stuff like that. It's going to be really cool. I think I'm looking forward to driving the Voyager, but I'm really scared and upset that when I look into Train Sim World 6, my routes from do you know what, Jaden? I've told you a million times. Your Train Sim World 5 routes will come across. I cannot stress that enough. What you own right now in Train Sim World 5 will be playable in Train Sim World 6, bar from Peninsula Corridor. That's not coming across. Other than that, everything that you own in Train Sim World 5 will be playable in Train Sim World 6. You will just have to re-download them. That is it. You're pre-ordering Train Sim World 6 on Friday. Yeah, good choice. You're a bit disappointed about Train Sim World 6. I play UK routes, and the fact that the only proper new loco is the 220 is very disappointing, but intrigued about the Czech, Japanese and the Portuguese routes. I'm going to disagree with you, because it's not just the Voyager that is new. Yes, the 802 is similar to the 801, but the 801's fully electric, whereas the 802 is a bi-mode, and it's fully bi-mode. The 801 only had like enough power for like 3 diesel engines, whereas the 802 is fully diesel. So yes, the shell is similar, but from an operational point of view, it's actually a lot different. So yeah, you could say, oh, it's an IET and blah blah blah, whatever. It's been fully, it's a whole different train. It is. It looks the same, but it's different. You could say the same thing about things like the 395 and the 390, for example. They're very, very, very similar in what they look like, but they are fundamentally different trains. The 150 has been completely reworked. I can tell you that it has been. It's got a whole new sound set, the lot. The Voyager is obviously new. With Morristown Line, the Arrow is new. The 46 LP46 is reused because it's applicable. However, the 45 is again completely different. Yes, okay, for the German route there is no new stock other than the 294, but I am not educated enough in that route to know what else is meant to go onto it, and I'm pretty sure what is going to be provided with it is, you know, kind of what should be there. You're heading off, Joseph. Thank you very much for coming in. Your internet's going to love me on the 25th. The route I'd gone for Britain is Sheffield to Leeds, with both options via Barnsley and Bolton-on-Dearne. Yeah, that would have been a cool one. I would like to see like a northern, like, network route. I really would. Something around Leeds would be really cool, like a Wakefield Lines or something like that would be really cool. What was your favourite UK route of Train Sim 15? Probably Cardiff, to be honest. How you and Tyler? Hope you're doing well. Will the 150 sounds go on to the West Cornwall Local and Cardiff City network? I don't know. I'm not too sure. The amount the 805 will be cool. Yes, that'll be cool. That's in the roadmap, isn't it? That's also being worked on by all aboard. Again, keep your eyes peeled. Good point. I think the core route is more about the scenery rather than the trains. The one thing I'm upset about is the Birmingham to Crewe route having the 805. You wanted a freight loco or something. I was shocked that it wasn't North Wales Line and then it was Birmingham Crewe instead. You'll have to wait for Cardiff for early access if you purchase it through the special edition, but you'll still buy it now. Yeah, it means that you've got loads of routes to play when it comes out. What's your favourite train to drive? I'm not too sure, you know. I've got quite a few favourites. You think we need a Class 70? I'd like to see a Class 70. I don't know what else, like, freight-wise we could see, but that would be quite cool. What other sort of freight locos would people want to see? You're off to bed now? Yes, you are an hour ahead. I hope you're enjoying en français. That's French, isn't it? So have a good time. There we go. What's the 805? The Evero. I got the deluxe and it says it releases on the 30th. Does that mean I will get it on the 25th? It should, yes. Yeah, it should release on the 25th. You don't know how you feel about Dresden Friedrichstadt in the Dresden to Leipzig. Why not? Yeah, the 805. Hold on, I think it's in the roadmap. Let me try and find that graphic and I'll pull that in as well so you can see. Let's find it. There it is. Let me bring that. That's not right, is it? Where is the thingy? Let me find out. Just going to try and find the roadmap if I can find it. I can't find it. I'm pretty sure the 805, isn't it? Make me panic now thinking I've leaked something. I'm pretty sure it was there anyway. Anyway. Moving on. So, let me jump back into this. And just... I've only just clocked. Sorry, peeps. Wait, what? Oh, no, I'm being silly. Hold on, bear with me. Right, lock the doors. You're off to bed. Thank you for the advice. No worries. I hope you enjoy it when it comes out. Right then, what next? Should we drive the US route? Or should we drive a US route or Germany? US or Germany? Germany. Down to 94 quid for special edition. You're new to this. I'm not sure if I buy 5 now or wait and get the special edition. I think theoretically if you was to get the special edition, that would work out better value for money at the minute. Oh, a lot of people say in the US. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. It's not that one I want. I want that one. I've not got my seller installed. Oh no. Oh, disaster. That's what I wanted to drive was the Acela, because these are a bit long. Oh, actually no, we'll do that. I think we'll do a relatively short service on that. Railway to New York. Yeah, we'll do that one. 45 minutes. I'm happy with that. That will do. Thank you very much. I do have the Acela on the PC, but I've not got it installed, so I can't be bothered. You're not looking forward to Germany. Your favourite Train Sim World 6 route will be the Exeter, Paignton and Plymouth with the Voyages. Yeah, before we jump into it, I'm just going to reiterate what's coming so that if anyone's missed it. So, standard edition of Train Sim World 6, £44.99. Comes with the Morristown line, comes with the Leipzig to Dresden line, and it also comes with the Riviera line. The Deluxe comes with the additional ALP 45DP, the DBBR 294 and the Cross Country Voyager. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for that. I'm so excited. And then obviously got Special Edition, which is all well and good. And with that you get 5 days early access. I'm going to shove in another image because I can. That's why. I'm going to put in this because this is also... Oh, hello. That's fun. Let me just turn that off a minute. Not leaking anything, don't you worry. That's image 4. Let me just sort that out. Midstream shenanigans, hold on. Put that there, lock that in, put that in, get that. I'm also going to put the high transition to fade, put the show transition to fade. So this is everything. There we go. This is absolutely everything. We've not even touched on the features yet. So the core routes are the Riviera line, Leipzig, Dresden, and Morristown line, coming with the 802, the 150 for the Riviera line. For the Leipzig route, you're getting the 411. Can't quite make that out. 411, 442. I really can't read that. That's really small for me. Let me open it up separately so I can see it. There you go. I can see that now. 442, the 146, the 185 for freight. Morristown line is New York to Hoboken and Dover with the Arrow 3 EMU. That's a lot of fun, that one. And the ALP 46 Deluxe. We've got the DBBR 294. We've got the Cross Country Voyager, and we've got the New Jersey Transit ALP 45. Obviously, if you get special, you get the MBTA Boston Worcester, you get the Ludwigsbahn, you get the Cardiff City Network, Semmeringbahn, and as well as Groningen. Launches on the 30th of September, but you get 5 days early access if you pre-order it now. The features are train faults, random events, announcements, and quality of life improvements. These are some really, really highly requested features, and I'm looking forward to giving these a go. So there you go. That is your information. So let's jump into this train. I've forgotten how to drive one of these, so it's going to be fun trying to figure this out. So let me just open the door. This is the train that you'll be able to drive. By the way, I've opened the wrong side there. This is the train that you'll be able to drive in the Morristown line. In fact, I'll show you where the Morristown line crosses over with this route. That's going to be quite cool to show you. The LP46 as well is at the back. Open the doors then, sausage. How do you set up one of these? I always forget. Well, it'll start by putting a reverser in, won't it? There you go, that's fine. There's bits in places that I always forget. There's like a thing. I am not turning access on. You can absolutely nod on with that. Jog on with that even. Turn them on. There's something somewhere. We'll figure it out as time goes on. There's some buttons I'm forgetting. It's been so long since I've driven this thing. I'm pretty sure there is a cut-in thing somewhere. It's not that screen. You're really looking forward to Crewe to Preston. Also, will you be able to join the routes from Train Sim 5 together so you could drive all the way from to Carlisle to Crewe via Preston? So if so, I'm pre-ordering now. Yes, it's through separate. You won't be able to do it seamlessly, no. Well, you might be able to. You'll be able to do a service from Birmingham to Crewe on the route, maybe like in a Pendolino or whatever. Route hop, and then jump into Crewe on the Just Trains route. Go up to Preston, then route hop again, and then go from Preston to Carlisle if you really want to. It's by the brakes. Let me close that. There is something somewhere. Brake cutting. Cut out. Okay. We'll find out. If we don't start moving, we'll find out why. I've not shut them doors. That's why. Hold on. I'm messing this up, aren't I? Go on, shut the doors. There you go. I'm forgetting how to drive this thing. And it won't go yet. So, hold on. Bear with me a minute. I've completely forgotten how to drive this. This is not good. Where is all this stuff? I've completely forgotten how to drive this. This is embarrassing. I've forgotten how to do it. It's behind you. It's not that. It's not that. That's a safety system. It's not that. How do you do it now? I'm gonna have to redo the tutorial for it because I've forgotten how to do it. It's been so long since I've driven that train that I don't actually know what I'm doing. Training centre, tutorials, train modules. Let's have a look at you. It'll be right in front of me, and then I'll be kicking myself. Do we have any news on the Great Western remaster on this live? No news yet. It's still coming, and it's going to be coming out very, very soon. Just had a bunch of new subscribers, by the way. 4 new subscribers, so welcome aboard to the new people that have just subscribed.
During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard.
I'm in. I'm here. Cool. This is the training centre, by the way. This is what you get with a free starter pack.
To unlock the control desk,
yeah.
The reverser sets the direction of travel
yep.
and activates many of the train's systems.
Yep, and that's in forwards. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Let others know this locomotive is in operation.
Yep. Cut them in.
To begin loading passengers, you will need to open the doors.
Yep, that's fine. Do you think we should have got the 221, Richie, as they could have got an Avanti and cross-country livery as 221s are now on cross-country? I don't know how that would work, theoretically. I think the 220, I don't know why they went for the 220. Maybe the 220 is the more representative one. I don't know. Will the 805 layer onto the West Coast Main Line South? Not a clue. No idea. Are my messages being ignored? No, I'm not. I'm trying to focus on this, so I'm not actually reading the chat at the minute. I will get back to the chat in just a second. How you doing, Casual? Hope you're doing well.
For this introduction, you will be completing a full lap of the circuit and performing passenger operations once you arrive at the next stop.
Oh. Was I doing it right then?
This train is now...
Well, go then. Maybe it takes a minute to go. I do remember these are a bit... They take a bit longer to go. Bear with me. Ah! We're moving. Right, okay. Got it. Main menu. Try again. Oh, it's warm. It's warm. It's been a very good day indeed, mate. Very, very good day indeed. I'm going to try that again. From Dover. There you go, look. That would be a service that you can actually operate, interestingly. Another Dover service there. Right, let's try that again. We want to go from... Railway, wherever that was. Where's that 45-minute one gone? I can't find it now. 45 minutes. There it is. Right, let's try that again. I'm just being a sausage. That was a Dovetail Direct. Just weird why they showed already announced routes on the Take a Ticket. I think the only announced one was the Tadami line. And I think they've done that just to kind of reiterate that it's coming. Right, so you have to do that. Maybe do that first and then cut them in. That's fine. Marker lights off. Right, we'll figure it out. We'll figure this out at some point. Right, so let me get back to the chat. Apologies. I just thought 221s as they tilt and could be layered onto more. Maybe they couldn't do the tilting technology. I don't know. Maybe it might have been a bit technically difficult. I don't know. How you doing, Nod? Hope you're doing well. All we need now is Milton Keynes to Birmingham. Yes, that's all we need now. Why do these doors sound like car horns? That's just what they sound like. The M8 for the Stamford line would be cool. That'd be very cool indeed. If I would compete in the Hunger Games for free for a free train symbol to 6 key. Yeah, it'd be cool to do like a giveaway of some kind if I could. Do you know why euros and dollars are the same in pricing? For example, if you buy the deluxe edition, you can save 11 euros if you buy with dollars. No idea. No idea at all. Knowing it's the 30th of September, I want it. You want it tomorrow? Well, if it came out tomorrow and it was full of like bugs that are obviously not ironed out yet, you'd be whinging. And the New Street to Crewe route, will it include the 350s and the 390s? I would hazard a guess and say yes, because that's what theoretically run on it. Should I get the GWR and deluxe edition? It's up to you. You get what you want to get. Just bearing in mind that if you get the Riviera line and the Voyager separately, it will cost you more than standard edition. So, you know, just bear that in mind. This route's going to feel very quiet because I've not got the accelerators installed and they're usually like the main bulk stuff. We're moving! I must have just done something wrong beforehand. Let's go. Have you managed to drive the Voyager yet, Richie, when you went to Kent? I'll just ignore that comment. Yeah, I'll give it a go. It's fun. Get back to chat. Have you ever played War Thunder? No, I've seen plenty of footage on it though. What exactly were you up to during your visit at Dovetail HQ? I can't tell you that. 221s, I've been asking for Voyagers for months. It's 220s, but yes, Voyagers are coming. The reason why the game is cheaper in USD might be because US pricing usually doesn't include VAT. Ah, there you go. There you go. Is guard mode still being continued? Yes. So the features like guard mode, photo mode, livery designer, scenario planner, all the features that you know and love are going to be continued across. Don't you worry. We've almost got 50 likes, by the way. That's absolutely insane, so thank you very much. We've also got 218 votes in the poll. That's nuts. 62% of you are most looking forward to the Riviera line. That's good. Just had a couple of new subscribers. We are very much on the way to 4.9k. That's nuts. We're very close. Very, very close indeed. Just had a couple of new people join the Discord server as well. 2 new people, Seb and Samuel. Welcome to the Discord server. Hope you're doing absolutely splendid. Oh, yeah, I'm going too quick. I'm going too quick. Going far too quick. Once we've got a bit more of an open stretch, I'll show you where the route shares it with Hoboken and stuff. You just remember to look. Just got the deluxe edition. Do you think the Arrow Freeze vestibule gap will be fixed? In real life, the distance between them is about 3 feet. I would imagine so. I don't think there was any issues with it, is there? Is there something that's not quite right? If there's something that's not quite right, let me know and I can feed it back. Do you reckon there'll be guard mode? Yes, there'll be guard mode on the 802s and stuff like that. I don't know whether it'll be good or not, because obviously they do intercity stuff, don't they, theoretically. But yes, guard mode works. It works on the 150s. Well, it works on all of it, but I know it works on the 150s because I've tried it. Ah, because I've done a tutorial, this thing's come back up. No. I absolutely hate lapped brakes. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Oh, it's warm in here, I tell you. Very warm. I'm going to turn it off actually whilst I'm here. Turn that off. General. It's not that one. Accessibility. It is not that one. Hood and gameplay. Is it there? Yeah. There you go. That's better. Will there be drivable HST services? Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. I think. 220 votes on the poll. Ah, funny that, innit? Funny that. There you go. So yes, this is what you drive on the Morristown line. It's this and the thing on the back. Kind of hope that service goes through Rye or something, as it's quite a scenic place. Whereabouts is that? So this is the ALP 46. This is what will be coming to the Morristown line as well as the Arrow 3. Did you try and resolve any of the faults at your time during DTG? If I'm honest, I didn't play it long enough to you know, bump into little things like that. I only had a little go. I was mainly just kind of enthralled in everyone being there, and I've mainly spent time just mingling with people. Fortunately, Dovetail have chosen not to put Train Sim World 6 on Game Pass, so count me out on the core routes. Fair enough. I'd imagine it's not on Game Pass because it's not out yet. It was a bit of a letdown. Well, it's not for everyone's cup of tea, but if it was for everyone's cup of tea, then the world would be wonderful and there wouldn't be any issues in the world. However, that's just how life is. There's going to be things that you're not going to like. You know, no matter what they were going to announce, someone was going to bound to say something, wouldn't they? Someone's going to say something. There was a lot of varied reaction. I watched the chat and there was a lot of dubs, there was a lot of L's, and you know, people. Surprisingly, there was a lot of L's to the Next Just Trains route. I'm quite surprised at that, because Overshap was such a popular route and everyone wants West Coast Main Line. So I'm like, well, what's the issue? But it's what it is. Long time no see. How you doing, Oscar? Hope you're doing well. There are loads of people on the Dovetail Direct live stream that seem disappointed with Train Sim World 6. It happens every year. No one's ever happy. Right, so this is the New York Trenton route. Very good route, actually. I quite like it. So, excuse me, hold on. So this is all playable, I think, in the route. There's a station somewhere called Secaucus Junction. There it is. So I'll tell you this. So there's some lower platforms at Secaucus Junction. As far as I'm aware, they're accessible. I think. Don't quote me on any of this. This is just from like kind of what I saw. But yeah, you can drive. So Hoboken is sort of like. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not speeding. So Hoboken is around about here. And then you drive up this way, sort of. I'm trying to think. I think you drive up towards this, or I can't quite remember now. I'm not doing very well. I think you come through here. Yeah, I think you come through here. You spur off down here, Hoboken's like here. You come up here, you cross here, and then this way, up that way is towards Dover, I think, and then Dover's like over here somewhere. But then you also got a run that goes up to here, and I believe that is all accessible. I think. I hope I've got that right. Next route from Just Trains will be out of Preston again, and it will be called West Coast Main on Preston to Preston. Will the 166 and 43 layer into RichyRail line? I think so. Evening, Richie. You love the Dovetail Direct. Also, what do you think about Bottas and Perez? Oh, do you know what? There's been so much going on. I've not even been able to focus on that. But yes, Bottas and Perez are going to Cadillac. Kind of the worst kept secret, really, isn't it? Going a bit too quick into Elizabeth. Excuse me. What did you just say? I don't like how JT is making their West Coast main line in the 90s and others are making it present day. It's just their style, though, isn't it? They've got an 80s roster of stuff that they've been building. They might as well use it, and I don't see the issue with that, if I'm honest. I think Crewe to Preston is the most sensible choice. It was either that or something out of Carlisle, like the settled Carlisle line, maybe. But there just must be a lot of emphasis on West Coast Main Line. How long is the Riviera line? 16 miles, I believe. Did you drive the cross-country 220? If so, how was it? Fun. Yeah, I think I can say this. I hope I can say this. So the Voyager, spot on. It looks the part. It really, really does. The first thing I wanted to do was do a run around. Like you run around the inside. It's a Voyager. You can tell it's a Voyager. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It looks fantastic. It really does. I can't express it because I want you to see it. I want you to be able to get your hands on it. Any Amtrak services on the Morristown line? Not playable, no. I think they're only AI because realistically they'd be AI. Group S, Preston, Riviera, Brum Crew are great choices in my opinion, hoping that the Brum Crew goes to Stoke. I think that was a consideration, but it just kind of makes more sense for it to go to Crew. Because what's coming to the routes of 350s, I believe the 350s have been reworked in some way. I'm not too sure how though. That sounds good. From what I remember, yeah. You know what? If I'm honest, there was so much going on that day. I can't quite remember all the intricacies. All I can remember was the Voyager was nice. What do I think about the Portuguese route? I'm looking forward to it. I think that's a little bit further down the line. I don't know when that's coming out. The only thing I know when's coming out is the core Train Sim World 6 stuff. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Hello, Richie. Hope all is well. The Devonshire route's going to be great. It is going to be good, isn't it? It's going to be good. I'm excited to hear about the new 150 sounds. In real life, the 350s on the west on the WMR Brum Crew route would go to Stoke. That was why it's not going. I don't think it's going to Stoke. I think it's just going to Crewe. I think Birmingham to Crewe is quite a hefty route as it is anyway. I'm really excited for the 805 to come into Train Sim World 6 as they are my local train. Is that the 50s? Well, I don't know. Hope we get Nottingham to Worksop real soon. Let's go. Full power. Full beans ahead. We need some more Scottish routes. Well, hopefully one day we'll see some more Scottish routes. There's plenty they're working on at the minute, so that they've not got a million people. There'll be stuff coming out soon. What happened to the sound? Sorry, I muted because I had to sneeze. My bad. I'm all good. I should be back. Dovetail add every single line and route in the UK, people would still find something to complain about. Exactly. Exactly. No one can win. It'll be like when GTA 6 comes out, and then people will be like, oh, but there's not enough explorable buildings. Oh no. Like, you're going to complain about something no matter what. In fact, arguably, by you complaining, you help promoting a game. So you keep complaining if you really want to. Got another thingy midging over there. I should be back. Am I back? I hope so. Nice. Stop. 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 Stop it. Stop. There we go. Elijah, he can do what he wants. The Voyager will be great as my uncle drives for cross country and he will like to see it. Oh, nice. Trains. Just trains. Just trains. If you complain, you're giving the developers idea to make the game better, so always tell the truth. Exactly. Exactly that. Riviera line. Riviera line. I can't wait. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be real good. It looks good. It really does. Just had a couple of new subscribers, so welcome aboard to the new people that have just subscribed. Hope you're doing splendid. As you're a Dovetail ambassador, does that mean you're an ambassador for the other games Dovetail makes, not just Train Sim World? You mean like Train Sim Classic and stuff like that? Well, theoretically, yes. You know, anything that Dovetail releases, yeah, I'm an ambassador for. They are aware that my main focus is Train Sim World and Train Sim Classic, and that's fine. Train Sim World 5 I pre-ordered a few weeks before launch. Lazy? Really? Lazy? Oh, whatever then. You do a better job. That's all I'll say. If genuinely, right, if you've got an issue with the routes they've made or anything that they've done, you pitch a route and you build it and you do a better job. You make a new piece of rolling stock. That's all I'm going to say. Should make a fishing series. No, I wouldn't touch fishing sim with a with a barge. I was going to say a barge pole, but with a fishing rod. I don't like fishing. Fishing is... I don't like fish. They freak me out. No. No thanks. Out of the Take a Ticket announcements, which are you most looking forward to? I think you know the answer. It's the Birmingham crew route. That is going to be sick. I can't wait. For me, that's going to be probably up there with Birmingham Cross City, because not only do I know Birmingham to Chester Road, from Birmingham across the city, but also I've got a lot of experience going between Birmingham and Wolverhampton. A lot of experience going between Birmingham and Wolverhampton. So that's going to be so cool. In fact, I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. My stepdad, who actually plays Train Sim World and quite likes Train Sim World, and I think he's actually thinking about starting his own YouTube channel at some point. He's from Tipton, which is on the line. I am going to speak to him and see whether I can get him on a video or a stream to get his first reactions to the DLC when it comes out. So stay tuned for that. Why bother complaining? Just because something isn't perfect doesn't mean it's not good, or why bother? And also, if it's not to your taste doesn't mean it's bad. Richie is scared of fish. They're awful. They're better on my plate served with a side of chips. You're really looking forward to the Just Trains route, not going to lie. I really love the route set in the 80s. There you go. Nice. Good to hear. I'm good to hear something good about that, to be fair. I know a lot of people haven't been overly happy about that for some reason. They got a fact wrong. What did they say? I didn't actually hear it. I just kind of observed it. What about, are you going to play Goat Simulator? No. No. If you want some Goat Simulator content, go and watch Shan's stuff. I was talking about the routes. I was talking about the person who put the word trained in his comments. Fair enough. Apologies, I went real nasty on you then. It really winds me up when people say it's lazy. It's not. These things take time. And just because a loco looks the same. I mean, right, let's say theoretically in about 10 years time we've got Train Sim World 15 or whatever. And loads and loads and loads of applicable routes have applicable locos, and there isn't anything new to put on it. Are you then going to say, how come there's no new stock? Because they can't just pull new stock out their ass, can they? Like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. For example, I don't know what else could go onto Leipzig Dresden. I don't, because I don't know. But with the Riviera line, what else new, other than the 158s, which is a Skyhook thing, right? Other than the 158, what else theoretically could go onto a modern Riviera line timetable? Because I'm pretty sure it is just the 800s and the 802s. Yes, sure, it's not the 800s, but it's still the 802. They're literally no different, right? I mean, I say that, and I'm saying that it's different things. They are different, obviously, but the 802 is probably just more applicable. I don't know, whatever, but it's bi-mode. You know, the 800 they could bring in, and then they'd say, oh, yeah, but it's not the same thing, whatever. But, you know, it's 150s. What else could you bring in that's applicable? That's going to make a bulk of services as well. I'm not looking for just a rail tour. You want the 323 on the East Coast Main Line? They don't run there. I would guess it's the main Birmingham, Wolverhampton, Stafford crew. Yes, I think it is. I think it's West Coast Main Line. Birmingham crew, I'm pretty sure. Catch you later, Zenith. Thank you very, very much for coming in. Is it good time to say I have a pet fish? As long as you've got the pet fish and I haven't, I'm not fussed. They do have a good relationship with Preston, yeah, because they're local to it. Why do people moan about a new game? I don't see why games like FIFA get the same. They don't get the same backlash. My point exactly. You couldn't have said it any better. I couldn't have said it any better myself. How you doing, Daniel? Hope you're doing well. Hope we don't get Train Sim World. Oh dear. Feel like Train Sim World 6 is a scam? I bet you do. Because it's not for you. It's not the routes that you wanted, so you're gonna think it's a scam. No, I'm just not even gonna acknowledge it. I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna move on. You're literally getting told what you're getting. You're telling how much it's going to cost. You're going to get preview live streams. You're going to see all sorts of people make content on it. How can it be a scam? It's like saying something free is a cash grab. Come on now, grow up. Anyway, it's a huge shame that we haven't got the Snow Hill lines in Train Sim World 6. Well, maybe one day. I quite like the fact that Just Trains Route are creating some sort of network. Yeah, exactly, and I think that's what they want to go for. Yeah, big fish, little fish, cardboard box. The TSW NPCs are broken by broken by if the trains are good. I'm not bothered. They used to have stock that they have to use stock that's used on the said route, and if it's already in game, it's not lazy. It's just making it realistic. Exactly. How you doing, Great Western Photography? I bet you're happy. You've been saying for a little while now that you want the Riviera line, and when they announced it, I was thinking of the comments you've been leaving, and I thought you're going to be happy about this. Be cool to see the Chiltern main line with a 68. Yep. But then we'd have the 166 and people would go, is it 166? People would go, oh, the free user 166, oh my god! Can't win. FIFA is a scam. Yeah, literally the same thing for the last 15, 20 years. It's where you get your anger out on the next person that says Train Sim 6 is a scam. If someone says Train Sim 6 is a scam or a cash grab, you are being permanently banned from the channel. Simple as. FIFA isn't from Temu, it's an EA game. Just having a look at the Riviera line screenshots on the website, it looks flipping amazing. It does. It does look good, doesn't it? There might be some on there that I've not seen yet. With the new joining with GWR, does this mean that there could be 800s and 802s and 387s with GWR logos? I don't know. Oh, I've stopped here. This is why I don't like driving this thing, because it's a pain in the ass. I don't know. That's an interesting one. We'll soon find out, I guess. Train Sim 6 is literally. They get banned from Train Sim as a whole. Personally, I think a new route every year is annoying because I have to re-download everything. But oh well, if it works, it works. Well, the thing is, like, other than the downloading, there's going to be a bundle of routes everywhere. Anyway, they've done that the whole time. I have to say it's very accurate in most places, and I'm excited to recreate some shots I've taken in real life. Oh, that'd be so cool. Post some videos about that. That'd be really cool. I bet the New Zealand guy who makes those Train Sim World route reviews is going to have a field day. Of course he is. He'll also buy it, he'll buy it, make some content on it, and then refund it, won't he? Of course he will. Oh no, wait, no, because he'll happen. I don't know. I know Dovetail already have a license with WMR, but they would need to have one for the Snow Hill lines. I don't know what you're asking there, Daniel, to be honest. I think to have this, it's whether it would work as a product. I tend not to expect much with these releases and a bundle and a patch, and that's what we're getting. Riviera and Leipzig look good, particularly having grown up in Exeter. People say Train Sim 6 is free, but with the starter pack, not the routes. Yeah, because it's a starter pack. It's to start you off with the game. That's why it's the training centre. It's to start you off because it gives you the core game, and the routes are a paid product, which work out cheaper if you buy them as a bundle. Anyway, if you think it's a scam, you think it's a scam. I won't change your opinion on that. There's this unnecessary hatred towards Dovetail and some practices, and I think 40 quid for pretty much the new stuff. You look at Black Ops 7 and its Vault Edition, which is a couple of skins and a new gun or whatever, and that's going to cost you 100 quid. Then you're telling me that 3 brand new routes, 1-to-1 scale routes, almost 200 miles worth of game and map is a scam. I don't understand. I really don't. The fact that just trains are stringing their routes together means we can carry on the same services across routes. Exactly what we want from Train Sim World. Exactly. They just reused the 801. Well, it's not going to be copy and paste, but theoretically, if they've got the shell and it applies to the 802, why would you not? I don't know. I won't say no more. Look at RTT, 150s, 166s, 800s and 802s from GWR 220s. So all is there. The only thing that we'd need is a 158. Exactly. That's the only thing we'd need, and that isn't Dovetail's responsibility because Skyhook own the 158. Will there be multiplayer? No. It says that Train Sim 6 is 12% downloaded on my console. Probably a pre-download. Other than new faults to be added and random temporary speed restrictions. So here we go. Whilst we're here, this is one of the stations, I think, yes, I think so anyway. This is one of the stations from the Morristown line. I'm pretty sure. If it's not, I'm sorry if I've misled you, but I'm pretty sure it is. If it's not, it's just off it. I think it is just off it, so I'm wrong there. But I'm pretty sure this is all shared. I think anyway. I can't quite remember. But I think this is what's shared, and then the Morristown line goes up that way somewhere. I will find out because I'm going to play it in Train Simulator Classic, I think, at some point. You mean at the price is bad? Well, will you say that GTA 6 releases next year will definitely be more expensive than the Train Sim 6? It'll be about £100 easily. Shame there isn't much more new stock with the German route though. IC2 would have been obvious. Oh, is that what should have been there, the IC2? Fair enough. I don't know. I don't actually know about that. Question, Richie. If Dovetail made let's say a 158 or a Loco that someone else has already created, will they get in legal trouble? No, but they don't want to step on their own third party's toes. As far as I'm aware, the 158 is a Skyhook owned product. So if they wanted to make any other versions of it, they'd have to do it themselves. I think anyway. Whereas things like the 150 are a bit different, because I'm pretty sure Rivet give that to Dovetail. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of it, and I couldn't tell you. What were they going to do? Make the 802 the exact same train with a better engine, look like the APT? It's a free upgrade every year. Don't see what people's problem is. You have to only pay for it if you want the routes, which you would have to have done if it was like a rush hour pack or another bundle of some kind. Or if it was, imagine if we never had a core upgrade and we never had a bundle of routes and we just had to pay for routes individually like we have done. Because any other routes you have to pay for by themselves. You're getting a bundle of routes which are normally £30 each. You're getting 3 of them for £45. Eh? Free routes which would cost £90 altogether separately that you get for half the price. Think about that, right? 3 times 30 is £90, whereas the bundle's £45. Ah, it's a scam. It's a cash grab. Oh my god, the bundle of routes is half the price of the routes, and yeah. My reactions there. Sims 4 is a scam, £35 for a few items. Exactly. The Class 802 was probably rather remade, and they changed the interior and completely overhauled the Class 801 and made the Class 802 from the 801. Probably, yeah. I don't know how they would have done it technically, but it's reworked. The 801 doesn't have diesel power. Trust me, it doesn't. The 802 will. It'll have more diesel power, so essentially it'll have a diesel engine in it. Will we get the NJT Comet cars? I don't know what they are, so I don't know. The EMT 158 is being laid in as a pretend Southwestern Trains, Southwestern Railway 159. Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know that. The Great Western Railway Class 150 is completely new, not the reskinned Rivet model. It also sounds beautiful. A Steam Rail Tour pack for the Riviera line would be nice. I can't wait for Birmingham Crew. I can't wait for that route. What route are you going to do in Train Sim World 6? All of them. The thing I'm going to do is route learn Riviera line. Honestly, Richie, I would love to meet you in real life. We would probably get on really well. Yeah, if there's ever like a meetup opportunity at like, you know, a Heritage Rail line or whatever else, then it'd be good to have a catch up. It's cool meeting people from, like, for example, like meeting up with Train Simulator Driver and Casual and stuff today. It's cool. And obviously the Ambassador event as well, it was cool meeting all sorts of people. So now that I can talk about it more confidently, it was so mad to meet people, because I met Harry, Alex, JD, Jamie, Matt. I think I already said Matt. I met all the people, and obviously the ambassadors. I'd already met Paul, but I met British Ace Joe, Tintin. Obviously met up with like the likes of Jason, Laserjet. Met Laserjet. He's a really sound guy. AJ Amiga as well. Met up with him. Loads of people. Some of the German guys as well. Some of the names escaped me. Some of the community team as well. It was really, really nice. Will events and faults occur on old routes as it is a setting, not a route feature? It will be, I believe, just on the Train Sim World 6 routes because they've been built with it in mind. Again, with features, right? It's like, for example, guard mode. It'll have to be backported into all the routes, just because the routes that are being built, they're being coded with those in mind. The old routes obviously haven't got them coded into. That's just not how it works from a technical standpoint. I'm pretty sure as well, sorry, I'm just going to go off on a little tangent here. There's some lower platforms somewhere. These platforms, I think these have been reworked and you can actually access them. So you can go underneath the station, which are obviously here now, but I think this has all been reworked underneath here. I'm pretty sure anyway. If the Train Sim World haters like to spread 0 out of 10 hate, how about a rage bait them? Hello, West Midlands Transport. Hope you're doing well. Do you think the 350 will get branding, especially on the new route we are getting, with different versions, hopefully Dash 2 and Dash 3? I don't know, possibly. I don't know how the branding will work. I don't know them details. I just know the route. Did you go down to Chatham for that? I may have done. I may have gone to Chatham. Yes, I did go to Chatham. Oh, stop. Stop. There we go. Go. Will we get the Princeton Dinky? Oh, I have no idea. No idea. I'm doing good, thank you, West Mids. How are you doing? Are you excited for the announcement? There's some stuff in there that you'll like. Do you think the Voyager will tilt? The Voyager doesn't tilt, as far as I'm aware, because it's a 220 and the 220 doesn't tilt anyway. Wow, look at that. We've just gone up to 4.88k. That is nuts. 4,880 subscribers. Thank you very, very much. That means we are, what, just over 100 away from 5k? Can we do... Right, here's the challenge. Can we hit 5k before the release of Train Sim World 6? That'll be good. That would be really, really cool. 120 subscribers in the next 4 weeks. That'd be sick. Surely the 805 will be on West Coast Mainline South. I don't know. I don't know the details of that. Each route West Mids costs 30 quid and then you get the free for 45 quid. That would be 90 quid usually. I went to a coffee shop today and it cost me £5 for a coffee. 6 of those coffees, which you can make at home by yourself, cost the same as a Train Sim World route. However, a Train Sim World route you can't make by yourself. You can, but it'll take a blooming long time. Whereas if you get the bundle, the routes will cost 15 quid. That's free coffees. Hello Ryan, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Hello, I'm back. Are you playing Train Sim World 6 right now? No, Transport Head. No. This is the New York Trenton route. Don't get too excited. This is a train that, yes, you will be able to drive in the Morristown line. It's the ALP 46 and the cab car. You will be able to drive these. That's why I've chosen these 3 routes anyway, because I think it'd be fitting. Riviera line looks good. It's a bargain, especially for the hours we will get out of each route. Exactly. But people will have their opinions, and that's fine. That is okay. People can have their opinions. They may not be right. Got 70 likes. Thank you very much. Can we get 100 likes? Come on, let's do it. Let's get 100 likes for the Voyager, yeah? If you like the Voyager, like the stream. you're living in 2026 and I confirm that there will be a Train Sim World 7. Well, I mean, if history repeats itself. How are you, Danutu? Hope you're doing well. With the new content and the core features, I believe the pricing is reasonable. I've pre-ordered the deluxe. Good to hear. I won't get Train Sim World 6 for a while. I don't think except obviously the starter pack. Yeah, go for it. Get the free starter pack whilst you can. What routes did you play at the Ambassador event? So naturally, I played all of them. Not fully, because I didn't have time to do it more fully. But I drove a bit of the Riviera line. I drove it from Paynton to Dawlish, I think, so it was around about 20 minutes. And I drove that in the 150. Sounds beautiful, it really does. And then I drove a Voyager for only about 5 minutes, just to kind of get a gist of it. I don't want to be hogging it. And then I had a little look. I drove the Arrow 3. That's a lot of fun. I drove that from Hoboken to, I can't remember. I drove it from one station. But that's really, really fun. The Arrow 3 is a bit like an electric pacer. It's interesting. It really is. It's a funky little thing. And then the German route, I just jumped into Leipzig and had a little run around and I had a look at the map. I didn't drive that one too much, just because there was quite a few German people that wanted to play that. So yeah, I kind of had a look at Leipzig. Leipzig looked nice. Do you know how they are redoing the AI passengers? Not a clue. I'm on holiday right now, but I'm going to pre-order the deluxe when I get back. We need a Harrogate line, that'd be cool. I just explored the entire new Portuguese route in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I am mad excited for that route now, especially now we have a suspension bridge. Oh, I didn't know about that. I don't know anything. I know about the route existing, it's going to happen, but I don't know what, like, any ins and outs of it. As soon as the 805 releases on Train Sim World 6, I'll definitely be driving that. Did you hear the train? Yes, I did. I heard the announcements, and they are good. So it was fun. So stop the trains. Why don't I like this train? So the announcements. One thing I will say, and I did say this to some of the team. You can tell. Oh dear. Hold on. I may have buggered this up. Oh dear. Bear with me. So the announcements, you can tell they're not the official ones. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, and they know that. They don't sound like the real ones because the real ones are licensed, and also theoretically, licensed announcements you'd have like audio pack files, and they said that if they had all the proper pack files or whatever they're called, I can't remember the exact file name or whatever they're called, the amount of resources that they'd need to capture each one of them would be a massive job. It's possible, but it'd be a lot more optimization needed. Whereas the new system, I believe, is very similar to like a text to speech sort of thing. It's a very, very good text to speech. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to sound terrible. You heard the announcements firsthand. But yeah, they're a bit more easier on memory. They'll go into more detail in the preview streams. I am not the right person to be asking about this. It'll be the devs, it'll be Matt and whatever in the preview streams. However, what I can say is bobbing along in a 150 along the Paynton branch, and then you're about 300 yards from a station, and you hear the next station is Dawlish or whatever it is. Or we will. I tell you what I did do. I braved for a station or two hoodless because the announcements always go off around about 300-400 yards away from the station. So it helps you with hoodless. So maybe more hoodless content in Train Sim World 6. I will tell you that. But it's cool because you're going through and you're not actually realising it. You're not thinking about the announcement until you hear it. It was quite cool, and we had it. So we played it on the main screen. There was a few of us watching me play it, and we were driving along, and then all you heard was, "The next station is Dawlish," and it was like, whoa! Whoa! That's surreal. That's mad. That's so cool. So yes, the announcements are cool. They really are. How you doing, Metro? Hope you're doing well. I know we have a lot of German stock, but as a German rail fan, you're disappointed by the lack of new stock. I suppose fair enough. I mean, I didn't think it'd be the strongest route, but after having a look at it firsthand, it looks pretty decent. It's also quite an extensive route as well. Do you reckon the ICE 225 will be in Train Sim World 6? Oh, I have no idea. No idea. Did they have announcements on the London ground? No. I'm looking forward to the random events. They did have announcements on the 5 Circle. You're very much looking forward to the RichyRail line. I wonder if the 805 will layer into West Coast Main Line South to bring the Holyhead services to it. I don't know where that's going to come to. I don't know anything about that. You will gift me fishing sim, Will. Please don't. If I wanted it, I'd ask for a key. Will the 802 stand in for the 800, and will the 220 stand in for the 221? Yes, I would imagine so. I like the fact they make a longer routes. They're listening. They're listening. All right, they are listening. Oh, poo. They listen to the community. They really do. Are they redoing the NPCs? No. I think there might have been a bit of miscommunication with the trailer. I believe the NPCs are the same. I'm not sure, though. Look on the right side. At least we get finally get a buy mode Class 800. Well, Class 8 ATX, yes. Exactly. I mean, I'm not being funny, but you lot kept asking for the 800 series of trains, and now we're getting getting 3 of the darn things, and you're whinging. I don't understand. The community asks for something, it gets announced, and they're like, that's not good enough! I want more! Do you know what I mean? Is the Class 805 technically a reskin? No, not at all. Although it looks the same, it's not a reskin at all. What happened to Peak Forest? It's there. I don't want that formula game. Don't touch me with that formula game. No, we need some more routes with Northern branded DMUs. I agree. We need more Northern stuff. Hey, nice, got 5 new subscribers. Nice, thank you very much. We need TP 802s. I believe, this isn't me leaking anything, right? I am aware that TPE is now owned by the government, which falls under DFT. So whether that means licensing is possible, I don't know. However, with the fact that that licensing falls within government control, and we have an 802, I would not be surprised if at some point in the future we see a TPE 802. Who knows? That is obviously, I don't even know whether that's a thing. That is just pure speculation. So don't be going in the forums and say, oh, it's leaked, because it's not. That's just me theorising something. Well, I wasn't expecting a live. You've not been paying attention to my Discord. To be fair, you've been busy today, though, with the thousands of new people in that Dovetail Discord. That's nuts as well. Has anyone joined the new Discord server? It looks quite interesting. They mentioned that to us a little while ago. And then we got told this morning, oh, it's going to be going live. And then about 1 million people joined. TP license is now GBR. There you go. Marmay extension sounds cool, yep. You'd love to see an 84 one day. Weren't they doing a 104 for Peak Forest? Yeah, I believe that's dropped off. Not too sure what's happening with that. I think SimTracker just kind of doing it in the back burner. Not too sure. How you doing, Marshall 59? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's leaked. Oh, leaked. Oh, no. Can we also appreciate that there wasn't actually any major leaks for Train Sim World 6? They managed to get all the way through without any major leaks. The only one was the key art issue, which weren't even that much of a leak, to be honest. I've not been blooming stopping today. I know. I feel for you. You had your first TP 802 on Thursday. You'd love to see a Class 333 one day. I wouldn't. They're horrible. Hold on. They're horrible. Right. Let's do some. Hey! Look! Train Sim World 6. Shall we do one last... shall we do one last hurrah? And do... So, just to reiterate... Standard edition, £44.99, comes with the Morristown line, Leipzig Dresden, and RichyRail line, and also Naverka Dresden. These routes would cost £30 each, right? These would cost 30 quid each, and you can get them separately if you want to. You don't have to buy them as a bundle if you don't want to. But you can get all 3 for the price of 1.5. That's that. Got deluxe edition. That's $64.99. You get the free core routes. Well, technically 4, and the free deluxe loco thingamajigs. Very, very nice. Special, you get all of that plus 5 additional compatible routes. Interestingly, they're an interesting choice, I won't lie, because they don't really add much to the existing routes, but I think it's more of an international sort of thing. And then, so just to recap, absolutely everything. You got the free starter pack, you've got your standard edition stuff, you've got your deluxe stuff, you've got your early access, you've got all this sort of wonderful stuff coming very soon to you. Jason, I will remove your moderator role. Don't do it. I've already had a rant or two today. Right. I know you're joking. Love you, really. Right, let me go on to... So, Naverka Dresden, this is going to be the extended route, which is coming with... the original only came with a 442, I believe. So, let's do... I don't really want to do a 4-line run. Also, there's no ICE trains. Where are they all gone? Because they're all on coal, I think, aren't they? Maybe do a 101 service, actually. Let's do some 101 action, shall we? From Dresden to Riesa. Let's do that. That's fine. Maybe we're going to do that. That's okay. I like standard. We'll do that. Okay. Sorry if you get in there. Shut up and take my money. How dare you talk stupendously about the fishbowl? You're actually really excited for Portugal. Oh, this is a nice little run, isn't it? Right, let me do that. Let me do that. Do stuff. How do you drive a thingamajig now? I've forgotten how to do it. Where's the buttons? Ah, there it is. Hello. Give me your power. There you go. Lovely. Ah, hello 101. This is the original, not the expert. Funny, I was just talking to you. Yeah, it's almost as if we've not just spent the whole day together. Big shout out, by the way, to Train Simulator driver there. We've been on the North Yorkshire Moors today and had a very, 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 very good day. The key art threw people off. Hi Richie, sorry I've missed a load of the streams. Just been working a lot. Yeah, no worries. No, I'm not going to use that against you at all. If you've been busy, I fully understand. Also, another shout out as well for Casual Rail and Train Simulator Driver. We have a video coming soon about Train Simulator 6, a podcasty style video. Stay tuned. It's cool. It's a really cool video because there's a lot of discussion and also it's in a really cool setting. Do you know if the ATP works on the GWR 802s? Not a clue. How you doing, Minely Ticket Trombone? Or Trombone? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Ah, Jadu, he's there. Hello. How you doing, Concord? Is Dovetail having both Avanti and cross country license mean that we can get the ex-Avanti cross country voyages? Maybe. That could be, you know, who knows? I don't know. There's nothing confirmed. Train Sim World should focus on fixing bugs instead of releasing overhyped features. Fine. Fine, John. Okay, well, we'll just not release any new routes then, and then they'll focus on bug fixing. There'll be no routes, there'll be no money to make any new routes or make anything else. Dovetail will go out of business, Train Sim World will cease to exist. Everyone will be sad, and they'll go, but there's no new routes. I always say the issue, right? They could spend all this time fixing bugs, but then they wouldn't have time to make new routes, and then people would complain that there's not enough new routes, and then people would then say, there's no new routes to play, and then they'll make more new routes, and then there'll be some bugs that they need to fix, and then there'll be more bugs, and people will say, there's too many bugs to fix, and then they won't be making any more, and then they'll just go out of business, and then Chatham will sink, and then everyone will be sad because there'll be no more trains. You just want the Elizabeth line in Train Sim World 6. I agree, it'd be cool. Do you ever think we'll get the missing links for the West Coast Main Line, Milton Keynes to Birmingham and Carlisle to Glasgow? I mean, theoretically, I'd like to hope so, yes. With us having, these sections, anything's possible. Did you get any temporary restrictions in Train Sim World 6? Is the service start screen different? You're asking me questions I can't really remember, to be honest. You'll see in the preview streams, that's all I'm going to say. No, it's alright, John. I'm just pulling your leg. I just find it funny when people come in and comment these things, and I'm just like, well, do you know what I mean? It's just like, think about it. JT needs to move away from Preston and the West Coast Main Line as a whole. It's getting a bit repetitive now. Fair enough. But if it works, it works. I can imagine if they didn't do that, someone would request it. Chatham needs a wash. Sinking could do it some good. Do you think they will do a route hop, Great Western Railway, London to Reading and Gatwick Airport on the London commuter? No, because you wouldn't need to route hop between those. Hello, just thought I'd pop in to say hello. It was nice to actually speak to you in the VC the other day. Yeah, Jado spoke for once. 36 minutes left. Ah, that's not bad. You would annoy me even more. Yeah, you would do, Jason. You need a rant emoji. Yeah, we need a Richie rant. You're going to be paying 55 quid for 2 great routes, a couple of train DLCs, and a USA route, which I'm sure is good, but less my interest in terms of it. It's a decent, but in other terms, it's a decent deal. They should fix bugs. They do. Bugs are a pain because they fix one and then they create another 2. But that's not their problem. That's just software for you. That's how software works. It's just a pain. And, you know. Yeah. Anyway, coming soon to a train SimWorld near you. This is the branch line which runs from here up to here. Right? That's what's coming this way. And then the route continues along here to like here somewhere. So it's a fairly sizable update. Catch you later, Jadu. Thank you very much for coming in. John has a point. Instead of releasing a route in Portugal, they should have focused on optimising their game. It's a third party doing a route in Portugal, and also, sure, okay, should we just tell Dovetail to stop making routes then? and then fix the bugs, yeah, and then give it 2 years, or however long it fixed to, because you'll never fix every bug. There's games out there, Grand Theft Auto, for example. Rockstar haven't fixed bugs. There's some bugs that are still there in GTA 5, and that's been out for 13 years now. You're going to shoot off as I need my bed? No worries, I'm not going to be on for too much longer myself, to be fair. But yeah, thank you very much for coming in. Have they reworked the 802? I'd imagine so. If I want just a base game, the Voyager and the Riviera line, do I need deluxe or can I buy them separately? You can buy them separately. The route would cost 30 quid. The route would be standard route price. The Voyager will be $12.99, I think, which is standard Loco DLC price. So it would cost you around about 44 quid. Class 166 Reading to Gatwick Airport it's in both routes. Oh, do you mean like the link between the 2 routes? There's nothing on the roadmap about it, so assume it's not. Have we forgotten something? What have we forgotten? Pizza Hut? Heels? Is Train Sim World 6 on PS4? It is, yes. You may have a varied experience because the PS4 is a million years old. Will the 802s replace the 800s on the Riviera line? Yes, yeah, I'd imagine so. There isn't any plans to bring them in, like the 800s and the 221s. They're separate trains. Would be cool if they made the regional editions have the deluxe Loco too, so you could get a specific route with its Loco and discount. Yeah, I think they're not doing that this year. I don't know why. Train Sim World 6 is coming to Gen 8, it is. Every time a bug gets fixed in any game, more bugs appear, and there's no games out there that don't have bugs. Exactly. I ain't doing PZB. No, I'm not doing it. Not today. It's like baking, not a bug. Yes, it looks stupid, but doesn't affect the play. Yeah, theoretically, as long as the train moves and works theoretically as it should, I don't see the issue. So what, a passenger flies up into the air? That's realistic in some parts of the world. My PS4 has F124, Train Sim World 5 and Train Sim World 3 on it. Off it goes. Teresa. Southwestern, I think you should be careful what you're saying there, sir. There's 2 moderators in chat. Ah, that tree's the wrong shade of green. Ah, my game's ruined. It's a cash grab. Yeah, I know. It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? You bought the Avanti West Coast Class 390 the other day. Nice one. 65 quid for the deluxe is worth it for the routes, extra locos, and the early access. Also, if you're on Steam or PlayStation, I think you also get 10% off that if you do it now. The thing is, John, as well, it's an extra $5 than last year, but there's an extra deluxe loco in it this year. Last year it was 2 deluxe locos and Compass. Let's be realistic, 3 core locos, isn't that bad. Don't get me wrong, they're not all my cup of tea. I'm really not fussed about the shunter because that's just not my cup of tea. But it will be some people's cup of tea, and that's the beauty of it. Will auto announcements work if a Train Sim World 6 loco is put in a scenario on an older route? I don't know. Daniel, I challenge you to test that out. Yeah, I think the special edition is worth its money. The ballast doesn't weigh the same as in real life. How you doing, Cactus Juice? Hope you're doing well. What's your reactions to Train Sim World 6 then? Have you done anything on it? It's not a bug, it's a visual issue. Platform and train announcements are long overdue, so that is very exciting. Liverpool to Leeds would be a really good route. That would be a really good route. I mean, bugs are important. If a train brakes don't work, or a signal continuously fails, or there's a floating field in the sky, or a tunnel brighter than the Talling Tunnel, then they should fix that. Of course, yeah, naturally, the core... The thing is, though, they've got a list of priorities that they try and fix, and they are constantly fixing bugs. They are actually fixing a lot of bugs. It's just that not everything's going to be fixed overnight, unfortunately. That's just not how life works. 10% off on PlayStation, but you only need it. You only get it if you get PlayStation Plus. Well, if you buy PlayStation Plus, which is £7, not only do you get all sorts of stuff for PlayStation, but you also get £7 off Train Sim World 6. Winner, winner. How you doing, Ultramaster? You did the signals for Morristown. I thought you might have done. So yeah. Obviously, one of the devs for Morristown line is in the chat. You know, you could like sort of. You know, is it going to be a good route? That's my main question, right? Is there anything what are you most excited for about Morristown line? I know that you're very passionate about your project, so you know, let us know what sort of like things, sort of highlights, let's say. See what I did there? Lights, signals. To be fair, 80 quid for special seems steep, but you're getting loads and separate would be 200 quid. It'd be 300 quid. Looking at the FAQ, train announcements are new to Train Sim World 6 routes only. Station announcements are all routes. Oh, there you go. How you doing, Yorkshire Drummer? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I think I said hello to you early on. If I missed you, sorry. Not everything will ever be fixed. No one can afford to fix everything. There has to be a balance between fixes and new income. Exactly. I said to Dad Rail that they should do Stourbridge Town to Stourbridge Junction. That would be funny. That would be so funny. Just had 3 new subscribers. Thank you very much to the new people that have just subscribed. Hope you're doing splendid. Also got 88 likes. Almost at 100. Is there anything on Lara for the Riviera line? I don't know what that means. Hard to answer because I have barely played. Dev time on the signals for this one has been a huge time investment. Well, there you go. That's sort of good though to, good to obviously to know that a lot of time's gone into the signals. So if there's any issues with the signals, then well, there shouldn't be because a lot of time's gone into it. It's cool, Richie. We've been out on the track to help him fight a massive fire up in the Yorkshire Moors. I was in the Yorkshire Moors today, actually. I was on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. I did see some of the fires though. Nuts. They should have got got you to voice the train announcements for the northern routes. A become will be arriving at Preston. Make sure you take your whippets with you. I should have done the Birmingham announcements. That would have been funny. The next station is Wolverhampton. A light here for services to Wales. Something like that. This is the Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly. We'll be calling at Wolverhampton. No, I think it'd go. We'll be calling at Stanwell and Dudley. Smethwick Golden Bridge or something like that. Wolverhampton, Stafford. Crewe. Manchester Piccadilly. If you see something that wait, hold on. If you see something that don't look right, speak to staff or for police. Contact the British Transport Police on 61016. See it, say it's sorted. Or maybe for the GWR route, it should have been the next train to arrive at platform 2 is the 10:10 service to Plymouth, calling at Dawlish. Oh dear, dear, dear. We were on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. I live basically 2 minutes from Goathland. Yeah, we went through Goathland twice. Spot on, Richie. It's really bad we don't have the capabilities for big wildfires. Spot on, Richie. I mean, I would know. Half my family are Brummie. What other one should we do? Welcome to this cross-country Voyager service to... Where would it go to from Birmingham? To Edinburgh Waverley. We'll be calling at Derby, Sheffield, Wakefield Westgate, Leeds, York, Darlington. I'm trying to think of all of them now. Berwick-upon-Tweed and Edinburgh Waverley. If you see something that doesn't look right, wave your arms around and scream like a loose sheep. It's very expensive on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. My ticket was only like 30 something quid. They did have, I think they had a Black 5 running today. You try and skip Newcastle. Sorry, this train also calls at Newcastle. Did you miss most of the stream? Pretty much. We're going to get to Rees and then call it a night, I think. Platform 8 for the West Midlands Railway service to Lichfield Trent Valley. We'll be calling at Duddeston, Aston, Gravelly Hill, Erdington, Chester Road, Wild Green, Sutton Coldfield, Four Oaks, Butler's Lane, Blake Street, Shenstone, Shenstone, Lichfield City and Lichfield Trent Valley. This train is formed of 3 coaches. I'm upset there's no DLSS and frame gen support for Train Sim 6, being that every new game has DLSS. I have no idea what you're talking about there at all. As I've missed most, I assume you've had hands on Train Sim 6. How was the Riviera line? Beautiful. It's wonderful. I liked it. I did. A lot. Are you excited for what? Are you excited for Train Sim 9? Yeah. I'm excited for Train Sim. Eh? No. Hold on. What's happened? What have I done? What What have I done? I've done something. I've pressed a button somewhere and I broke my train. What's going on there? Hold on, bear with me. Announcements were the big thing for me. Thank goodness you can't smell the voyages. Ah, exactly what I was saying. Train Sim World 9. What? I'm just pulling your leg. That was a random. That was a random fault for you. I saw the ping. I'll have a little look afterwards. How about the sounds on the Voyager and the 802? Pretty nice, from what I remember. I weren't really focusing too much on the sound, just more how it looked. Yeah, it would have. But that's no fun, is it? Can't wait to drive a Voyager from Carlisle to Birmingham. The Voyager looks really nice. You're going to put the Virgin livery on it. There is a cool little... no, I won't tell you too much. I'll let you wait and see. There's something cool I spotted when I give it a go. And I hope you lot notice it too. Maybe now that we have the 220, maybe we can get a 221 or a 222. Are the door sounds on the Great Western Railway 802 at least better than the door sounds on the LNER 801? I couldn't tell you that. I don't know. I actually don't know. Well, yeah, sure, but yeah, fine, Johnny. Okay, you can say that, but FIFA FC, whatever it is probably FIFA 2008.15.0, whatever you want to call it. I do remember casual. What were the modes again? Bright and Richie. Oi, JK. 222 can run on the EMT route. The inside door should be Virgin, shouldn't they? Maybe. Hello, my love. How you doing? I have family in Erdington, close to Chester Road, where you are from. Ah, yes. Erdington. She hears my Brummie accent all the time. She hears it from my family, first hand. If you want to be strictly correct, it's Train Simulator 2 6.0. Is the shape of the VT badge on the front of the Voyager? I'll let you find that out. Ah, look at that. We've just had another 3 subscribers, so thank you very much. We are very, very close to 4.9k. Oh, exciting. So we have to buy the entire game to get the core routes. You pay for the core routes, and you get the core routes. It might be their Southwestern, who knows? "95 likes. Ah, thank you very much. There's been many people in the world named Johnny before you, so if you want to be really pedantic, you're Johnny." I like it. I don't know what number that is, but that's something. That's comment of the day. Oh, I love you, you sausage. It's pointless asking her whether she likes them or not. She doesn't know what they are. I say it might. I don't know. I didn't look. You'll find out in a few weeks, won't you? Oh, that's made me chuckle. Oh, by the way, love, I mentioned about a date. There's going to be something... By the way, peeps, just to quickly speak of it now, I'm not going to tell you too much, but there's something in personal life that's going to happen before Train Sim World 6. To be confirmed... Not to be confirmed, obviously. It's fully confirmed, but I will let you know that when the time comes. Moving on. Speaking of Virgin, gave you guys... hold on. Speaking of Virgin, have you guys heard of Richard Branson? He's ordered 12 high-speed trains to rival Eurostar. Yes, I've heard that. Did you see General, by the way? Yeah, I saw it. I've not seen it, but I know you put it in there. He was fighting all day at Mum's yesterday. She was fuming with him. I didn't tell you. I let one off in Casual's car. We got out the car and I left it in there to fester. It was so cringe when they said about the Tadami line. Didn't we get it announced in Train Simulator 5? They're just trying to reiterate it's coming soon. I wasn't that bad. You can't say much. I heard you next to the Gronk. I didn't do them in Chatham. I was too nervous. No, listen, love. I'm telling you, it was just as I left the car. Wait, underplayed things about Train Sim World 6. Have you seen the Squid Game season 3? Yeah, I'm not fussed by Squid Game. Squid Game freaks me out. I do. I fart into the fan. It's brilliant. Projectile. Love it. You couldn't make Chatham stink much worse. This is now just turning into a bullying stream. To be fair to him, he puts up with a lot of me and my groans. Do you remember the other night when we were do you remember when we were, I can't even say it. Do you remember when we were communicating through Kevs? Richie gets freaked out when he sees the wheel calibrating. What do you mean? Shannon likes TPE 802. Do you like TPE 802s? Those are the ones that they're Trans-Pennine Express. They're the big ones. They're all pretty big ones to you, but yeah. Squid Game is not my taste. Also, lots of content channels don't care that it's an adult series. I mean, I don't know. The whole thing felt cringe. I've seen Matt cringing himself. And what? You don't know what that is? It's a train, love. It's the one that we took from Dewsbury to Newcastle. Oh yeah, mine was FD. I'll tell you now. Get away from Chatham. It was leather seats as well. It made a right racket. Anyway, I've been disgusted now. Got 98 likes with 2 likes away from 100. Can we get 100 likes? Come on. If you like the Voyager, you know you will. 387 votes, by the way, on the poll. That's insane. We do that often. I don't know if you remember last night when you were dropping off to sleep. I let one go in, it scared you awake, and you went, "Oh, good morning." Yeah. Remember when Simon called you RichyRail? Yeah. Hey, 101 likes. Yes, the DBBR 101 likes. 104. Nice. Thank you very much, everyone. But that is also thank you for showing your love to the Voyagers. Thank you very much. My first train that I went on was a class 507. It's a train. It is a train. I'm speeding as well. I'm not paying attention. You've got to go. Thank you very much for coming in, Elijah. Much appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully catch you in the next one. 106 now. Nice. What's the next major number? 150. Class 150. I tell you what, though. Can we just appreciate, and no one's mentioned this, by the way, can we just appreciate the fact that we're not getting a new 66? We're not getting a new shed. At least I think we're not, anyway. I'm off now. I just came in to say I'm poorly and I need some sleep. I'm coming off soon anyway, but yeah, enjoy your sleep. Enjoy when I come to bed and I fart all over the place. Yeah, she's not been feeling right well as our Shan. So can we send some love to Shan in the chat, please? Can we have Shan is a legend in the chat, please? Can we spam the... Well, not spam the chat, but put in the chat, Shan is a legend. Is this Train Sim World 6? No. This is a train you can... It's a route that you'll be able to drive in Train Sim World 6. Part of it, anyway. Ugh, Voyages. There's still not a new freight loco now. I don't think you'd need one there. Why don't I use the safety systems? Because I hate the safety systems. I struggle with the safety systems and streaming at the same time in the best of times. Shan equals legend. There you go. Shan makes the streams much funnier than Mr. Rail. Oi! It's not very nice. So, let me know in the chat, what core feature are you most looking forward to? We need to land in there to Chester. That'd be cool. I'd like to see that. Better than Mr. Rail. I'm glad you lot don't know my surname, because then you wouldn't be able to throw me under the bus. For anyone that knows it, please don't leak it. Tequila! There you go. The announcements I'm really looking forward to. The announcements, yep, your opinion so far on the Class 220, it looks absolutely splendid. See you later, my love. I'll be in soon. That was so delayed. Right, so all I've just heard is all I've just heard come from the bedroom about 20 seconds later is tequila. Oh God. Oh, I've got a stitch. Oh, my nipple hurts. Oh dear. Oh, announcements for sure. It's definitely going to add some immersion. It's really cool. It really is. You've got to turn off the thing. Did I now? Oh, oops. Sorry. Oh, that was brilliant. I wish you could have heard that, because it was just like randomly out of nowhere. I just heard a distance tequila. I'm sleepy. I've been up since 6 o'clock, and I've also been trundling around on some trains. Regarding the Virgin logos on the 220s, the location of it was still clearly visible when I saw it 3 weeks ago. We did. By soon he means tomorrow. Oh, we're coming to this station a bit hot, aren't we? My goodness. Nips. When we went down to London, me and Shan, she was at Doncaster in the game when she saw Nips. And I went, it's over there where you saw it, by the way. There was plenty of knee shot in that video. Come on. Don't stop. No, that'll do. Right, so if you get the Leipzig route, it keeps going all the way down there. All the way down here. And you keep going for another 40 odd miles. Hey Richie, what's your opinion on the Crewe to New Street route? I'm well excited for it. I can't wait. Wonder if the 91s will appear at some point. I'd like to hope so at some point. By the way, yeah, if you just keep going this way, this is where the route goes to. I will be sure to make some comparison videos. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Hello, what are your tips for starting on a YouTube channel? You are pretty big. Well, thank you for the comment about my size. I'm joking. I'm making a joke. My tips are, if you do obviously train related content, just be consistent. Be consistent. If you're a streamer, be nice, engage with people, respond to comments as well as you can. I'm a bit bad for it at the minute because there's so much going on that I forget to. But you know, be consistent. I often say as well, quality over quantity. You know, try and make sure your videos are good. Try and be engaging in what you do. Shorts, YouTube shorts, milk the life out of YouTube shorts because that's the best way to grow a channel. And mostly just enjoy what you're doing. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, then other people won't enjoy watching it. Talking about size, we are over 100 away from 5k. We are indeed. It is scarily close. I need to think of what to do for a 5k special. Talking of which, we have just had another subscriber. Right, so let me just hop to the main menu. What I'm going to do is I'm going to recap finally what we're getting in Train Sim World 6, just for a 5th time or something like that. And then I'm going to end the stream, but for the final 5 minutes of the stream, I'm going to play the Train Sim World 6 music. So if you've not heard it yet, stay tuned and we can listen to the music in its full entirety, and then I'm going to head off. So let me recap what is coming to Train Sim World 6. So we've got Standard Edition, which is £44.99. You get the Morristown line, the Leipzig to Dresden route, and the Riviera line, and also Nuremberg Dresden costs you £44.99. Absolute steal. Got Deluxe Edition, £64.99. You get all the core routes plus the DVR 294, the New Jersey Transit ALP 45, and the cross country voyages. Special edition, you get all your deluxe stuff, all your standard stuff, and also some compatible content, including the MBTA Boston Worcester, the Mannheim route, Cardiff City Commuter, this one, Semmeringbahn, and Zwolle Groningen, which is actually pretty decent because that's a more expensive route. And then obviously this is everything to know. You're getting train faults, random events, and passenger and platform announcements, and some quality of life improvements. It comes out on the 30th of September, but you get 5 days early access. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, that's pretty much everything to talk about for Train Sim World 6 for now. But for general admin from me, there's going to be quite a few videos coming out. So I've got a video reacting to Take a Ticket. So if you want some more of my opinions on Take a Ticket, there's a video about that coming out in a few days. There is a podcasty style video coming out with me, Train Simulator Driver, and Casual Rail. Keep an eye out for that. As for streams, I'm next planning to stream on Saturday. I'm not too sure what I'm streaming yet, but I may stream a upcoming Train Sim World route, but in Train Sim Classic. Because all the free routes that come in Train Sim World, we've got versions of in Train Sim Classic. So I may do, maybe, possibly. We'll see. To be confirmed. But yeah, Train Sim World 6 is very, very cool. I'm looking forward to it. Also, on the poll, let's quickly just see. 413 votes. Let me quickly just snippet that. 413 votes. And a lot of people are saying that it's yeah, a big swing towards the Riviera line. Did you tell Casual and Paul about the picture I drew? Oh no, I didn't, but I'll tell it now. Before I go as well, Shan drew a really cool picture of a steam train. If you could get a picture of it and put it into the Discord server, then that'd be really cool. Also, a few people have joined the Discord server. Quite a few, actually. We've had 5 new members join, so thank you very much to the new people that have just joined the Discord server. If you haven't joined already, feel free to join. We've got a wonderful community there. I also want to say a massive thank you to well over 100 likes, so thank you very much for that as well. And also, we've had about 20 Summit subscribers, which is nuts to think about. So hopefully, you know, when we're next stream, we're close to 5k, which will be absolutely nuts. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff coming very soon in the world of Train Sim World. I've also lost the chat, so just bear with me a minute, because I want to very quickly just do some final bits of reading comments and then end it up. So 109 likes, nuts. Too right it is. I joined right as you ended. Are you sausage? TSC versus TSW comparison videos coming soon? Maybe. I may have already recorded some. Anyway, it's sad that we didn't get the Class 221. Well, at least we're getting something. Anyway, I'm going to leave that stream there. Thank you all for coming in tonight, and I really hope that you look forward to Train Sim World 6. Pick it up even if you don't want the free, even if you don't want the core routes, just pick up the free starter pack. You might as well. So I'm going to leave that stream there. Thank you all for watching. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your week. But stay tuned. Stay here, because I'm going to play the Train Sim World 6 music as the stream ends. So let me do a... What should I do? I'll tell you what. Before I do that, should I get a picture of something? Hold on. I'm going to pull in a picture. Maybe. Who knows? Let's have a look. What can I bring in? No, I'm just going to do me end screen. So I'll do my end screen and we'll play the outro. So we'll play the Train Sim World 6 music. So let me get it in. Where's it gone? Media source. Train Sim World 6 music, please. I've lost it. There it is. Okay, cool. Okay, done. It was playing. It started playing for a minute. Right. So let me turn that down. Right down. So let me try that all again. Thank you all for watching tonight. Hope you all have a splendid week. And yeah, catch you all in the next live stream. Here's the Train Sim World 6 music.